Hi everyone. Now 36 hours left before the JEE 2012 exam. So I wanted to wish you best of luck for Sunday's exam. And not just I, everyone in Vidya Mandir is wishing best for you. So you just go ahead and do your best, and you have the best wishes from me and Bade Bhaiya, Chote Bhaiya, Sandeep, and everyone who is in Vidya Mandir. So you have spent last 2 years in preparing for JEE. You have worked so hard. Now this is the day when you have to go and perform. So some of the things I keep mentioning in classes, but I want to just say them again, so that like before you appear for the exam, that should be fresh in your mind. So the most important thing in your performance is you have to be cool, relaxed, and calm, and which is also difficult to do. Difficult to control your nervousness. I can understand the feelings you would be going through, because um, maybe, more than 20 years back I also went through the same feeling. So I understand when you have to appear for the real exam, and it's different from the mock exams you have been appearing in test series. So that's the nervousness feeling will definitely come, but idea is that like at what you can just control it. If you can control it even a little bit, it will definitely affect your performance in exam. So the things which we have to things that we have to see, I'm sure like you have been given the tips that of the sleeping thing. You have started sleeping on time. So you have the Friday night and you have the Saturday night. So try to sleep on time and get up on time. Try to sleep for 8 hours at least. You cannot do much in these last 36 hours. So just be relaxed. Your body should be relaxed, right? And maybe get to bed at 9:30 and get up at 5:30, so that you have like 8 hours of sleep. And if you're okay, if you sometimes like you get up after 6 hours of sleep, so try to be on the bed so that you get a proper rest. And then on Saturday I will suggest that your the schedule for study should be exactly same as it would be on Sunday, right? The starting get up in the morning and then study for 6 hours, the same hours, like same 6 hours which you will be appearing for exam on Sunday. So take a first 3 hours sitting, and then 2 hours break, and then second 3 hours sitting. So and don't study much on Saturday. Only like that's 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the afternoon would be sufficient. And what you need to do is just revise formulas. You cannot do much. If you can revise formulas, you can revise class copy, or you can revise test papers. Don't do anything else. Just be relaxed and calm. Don't talk much. Don't think much. That's more important. You try to keep your mind empty. So if your mind would be empty, you will feel fresh in the exam, right? And so sometimes when you get anxious, when you get nervous, try to control it by breathing. Take slow and deep breath and do it like 15-20 times, 30-40 times. You will see after you do it, you'll feel so relaxed. So you take a deep breath, slow and deep breath, feel it, hold it in for a second, hold it, and then breathe it out, and then do it. Well, because and just focus on your breathing, it goes inside and it goes out. So I'm not it's just a quick way of relaxing yourself. Just try it for 25, just in one go you do it 25 times. After that you will feel much relaxed, because during this 25 cycles of breathing you are not thinking anything, and your body is getting oxygen. So that's the way you can throw out your stress, anxiety, fear. So just keep doing it. You can do it before exam, or you can do it between the exams, like between first and second exam. So the other thing is and no negative thought in these 36 hours. You're not going to think anything negative. ये होगा तो क्या होगा, वो होगा तो क्या. Everything is positive, because positive thinking has a very positive impact on your performance, right? Because if you think positive, you like you can think. When you think positive, so there your mind is like concentrated, and and it's like fresh, and it has it's normal, I'll say, and it can think ideas which are stored in your deep in your mind. So but if you're negative thinking कि ये होगा तो वो क्या होगा, that creates a lot of stress, mental stress in your mind, and because of that you would not be able to think ideas. Other thing is, if you're positive, you the surroundings would become positive, and I strongly believe in that, and you'll get support of all the energies around you if you think positive. The moment you become negative, you attract those negative energies around you, and they definitely affect your performance. So think positive, अच्छा होगा, and keep, if possible, like after every couple of hours, keep suggesting in your mind that I'm going to perform good in exam will be okay, and those kind of things which can create a positive impact in your mind. Yeah, those people who do mistakes, so I'm this time not going to do mistake, and I'll perform good, and with full concentration I'll do that, and definitely I'm not going to mistake. So this positive messages, if you keep sending to your subconscious mind, that will definitely help in your performance in exam. The other thing is examination, like people ask like how do they have to attempt the paper, do they have to attempt each and every question as they go through the paper, like first question, second question, third. I would say that's okay if you're following this pattern, but remember that especially for mathematics, that some match the column and the passage type questions, if you can understand the passage type question, sometimes you straight away able to solve 3 questions or 2 questions based on the passage. And sometimes column is also match the column matrix kind of question. They're also sometimes like they're simple, and you straight away are able to solve. Each and every part is simple, and you get the same marks which you get in a single choice correct type of question. So just focus on that. And other thing is, you read a question, that's important. You read a question and just realize whether you can solve it or not. Don't take 3-4 minutes or 5 minutes in understanding or even trying the question, and then and after that leaving the question. You're trying a question, so just in a 30 seconds or 60 seconds or 90 seconds, decide whether I should do it or not, whether I know the idea or not, whether I'm going in the right direction or not. If not, then leave the question and go to the next question, because then especially mathematics, the paper is lengthy. So you have to try to attempt as much as question, because the thing is that you should, when you come out of the exam, you should have tried all the questions which you could have solved in exam. कि आपने कुछ क्वेश्चन वो तो नहीं छोड़े जो आप एग्जाम में कर सकते थे आप. दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अब अगर आप हर क्वेश्चन को अटेम्प्ट करते हुए जाएंगे, टाइम लगाते हुए जाएंगे, तो लास्ट में ऐसे क्वेश्चन रह जाएंगे जो आप कर सकते थे. दैट्स सो मेक श्योर दैट यू अटेम्प्ट ऑल द क्वेश्चन, एटलीस्ट गो थ्रू ऑल द क्वेश्चन, यू हैव ट्राइड ऑल द क्वेश्चंस इन द एग्जाम. For that, it's very important, when you read a question, you decide and then leave it fast. Don't take 5 minutes to decide whether you can do it or not. Right? And that's very important when you go through. So read a question, so that way you have to attempt the paper. Whether you follow the order or not, it's not important. क्योंकि आप पढ़ के आप छोड़ ही रहे हो, मुझे नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मार्क कर लिया, मैंने बाकी चले गए. Other thing is like the time you need to spend on each subject is again very important. For mathematics is a lengthy paper, and there are a lot of questions, and it takes time consuming subject. And chemistry is where you know something, and if you can do it or if you cannot do it. So chemistry, for you do the chemistry first, and then after that spend like 50 minutes on chemistry, and then after that you can try to 45 to 15 chemistry, and then 15 physics, so that you have, for mathematics you have at least 80 minutes, 75 to 80 minutes, or even 85 would be okay. And watch which order you have to follow, it doesn't matter order, but don't change at the last stage. If whatever order you have been following in last few test series, just try to follow that order, right? I don't change it. Case bar मैं ये कर लेता हूँ. What you have been comfortable with, just follow that order. And between the exams, you have to see that once the paper is over, generally it happens that you the hangover of the first paper is really kills you with the second paper. So when you come out of the paper, never discuss a question with anybody, and never discuss with yourself too. Even don't think how it went, whether it was good or bad, because it's a relative thing. You never know how you have performed. You would have आपको लगता है मैंने खराब किया, हो सकता है और खराब हो. How you're not a judge, because it's a relative thing. सारी all the 5 lakh people who are appearing in the exam, it's a cumulative, it's a combined performance, all of them. तो आपका खराब हुआ तो औरों का भी तो खराब होता है. How can you judge कि मेरा ही खराब हुआ औरों का नहीं होगा? So that way, just don't discuss with yourself or with others. Just shut your mind and then relax it in the 2 hours. Try to relax it find a corner somewhere where you can just and don't try to think too much. So try to keep, either you take a power nap or you take whatever, maybe or you have a formula copy with you, you can revise, keep on doing something, otherwise so that your thought should not be towards the negative side. Just to make you align, कुछ फॉर्मूला रिवाइज कर लिया, कुछ वो कर लिया, कुछ जो भी कर सकते हो कर लो, बट डोंट थिंक नेगेटिव अबाउट द पेपर विच इज ऑलरेडी गॉन, राइट. And see, in the last moment, it doesn't matter how much you have prepared. It's like you have fresh thinking you have to do. कि कितना आपको याद है, याद नहीं है, ऐसा पॉसिबल ही नहीं है सारा सिलेबस याद रखना, वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं, इतना ह्यूज सिलेबस है. सो ओनली थिंग इज द freshness of the mind, that and the relaxed, cool and calm attitude, and the freshness of the mind that can help you in solving the exam. तो पुराना मतलब बिल्कुल फ्रेश सोचो, क्या हुआ क्या नहीं, कितना पढ़ा कितना याद, उससे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. यू आर जस्ट एज इफ योर माइंड इज एम्प्टी एंड यू आर स्मार्ट एंड यू हैव टू ट्राई ऑल द क्वेश्चंस एंड जस्ट थिंक द आइडियाज ऑफ ऑल द क्वेश्चंस इन द एग्जाम. Question paper, they make the paper so that you can solve it. So most of the people, like 78, I can challenge that, I can guarantee that when you come out of the exam, you would know 80 to 90% questions, how to solve them. So you know them, the ideas are in your mind. Only thing is you should be able to think them in the exam. That's the important thing. सब कुछ आइडियाज हैं आपके पास, तो उसके लिए आपको जितना मतलब रिलैक्स और काम रहना है, बिल्कुल फ्रेश. जितना आप रिलैक्स रहेंगे, और रिलैक्स रहने का सिर्फ दो ही तरीके बताया आपको, यू जस्ट कीप ब्रीदिंग और यू कैन जस्ट पास अ मैसेज टू योर माइंड एंड मेक अ स्ट्रॉन्ग कि मुझे नेगेटिव नहीं होना है, मुझे कोशिश करना है. तो मोमेंट यू, द मोर यू रिलैक्स द बेटर यू परफॉर्म इन द एग्जाम, right. And the choices, be remember that the choices you have to mark, don't do that you're just doing the whole paper and then you will mark the choices at last. Don't do that. At least do it a section wise, or do it like after every 5 questions, or even there's no harm if you do it after every question, you go to the answer sheet and mark your choice. Don't just rely on towards the last ki last mein sari choices mark karunga. It's not a good idea, right. I think most of the points I have covered, and you see the other thing is the which is this is very important, especially in mathematics. When the exam is difficult, you try a question, you're not able to solve, you go to another question, you're not able to solve, even third question not able to solve. It might happen, or generally it happens, that you try 3-4 questions in a row, and you have experience from test series, it happens in test series, you're not able to solve any of the questions. But remember that, again I remember that it's a relative exam. अगर 3-4 question नहीं solve किए, it means it's a difficult exam. It's just not you who are not able to solve, the other people who are not able to solve the exam. आगे बाकियों का भी होगा, तो मेरे से नहीं हुआ, डोंट टेक दैट फीलिंग, आपसे नहीं हुआ, औरों से भी नहीं हो रहा है, एंड ऑटोमेटिकली इट विल बी अ लो स्कोरिंग एग्जाम. सो इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू सॉल्व क्वेश्चंस इन अ रो, और सो डोंट गेट पैनिक. क्वेश्चंस होंगे, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि ऐसा पेपर है आपको आता नहीं. आई एम टेलिंग यू, व्हेन यू कम आउट ऑफ द एग्जाम, जस्ट रिमेंबर दैट यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस. तो क्वेश्चंस हैं वो, आप जब पैनिक हो गए हैं या आपने गलत क्वेश्चन उठा लिए हैं या पेपर डिफिकल्ट है, कम क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने वाले हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट यू आर नॉट एबल टू सॉल्व. जस्ट वेट मिलेंगे, जस्ट विद पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड. ये कोई बात ही नहीं हुआ. आई अंडरस्टैंड पैनिकनेस आएगी उस टाइम पे, बट that's art, that's what you have to control, right. Don't get carried away. Remember that, don't get carried away. If you remember that don't have to get carried away, you will be able to control that feeling. Other thing which is more important is like when exam is easy, when the paper is easy, you get excited, हो जाएगा मेरा सारा कर दूंगा, ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया, वो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किया. So remember that paper is easy, it's not that you'll get it's difficult. It's easy for everyone, remember that. So you have to attempt more and more number of questions. So 2-3 things important when the exam is easy is that, like, don't do calculation mistake, because if you do calculation mistakes, you can mark the wrong choice, or you have to redo the question because you've done a calculation mistake, and it's a waste of time. And in easy exam you have to attempt more number of questions. ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करने हैं, और ज़्यादा करने हैं तो रिमेंबर कि टाइम सेव करना है आपको. सो एक क्वेश्चन पे फर्स्ट की आपने कंसंट्रेशन पूरी रखनी है कि मिस्टेक ना हो. नंबर 2 इज दैट डोंट स्पेंड टू मच टाइम ऑन वन पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, क्योंकि बहुत पूरा पेपर अटेम्प्ट करना है, इजी पेपर है. एक क्वेश्चन नहीं हो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, और बहुत क्वेश्चन मिलेंगे करने वाले. सो एग्जाम इज सिंपल. योर सिंपल मीन्स यूर ट्राइड सम क्वेश्चन एंड यूर एबल टू सॉल्व. सो डोंट वेस्ट टाइम, टू मच टाइम ऑन अ क्वेश्चन. Another thing is don't do calculation mistake, and just concentrate. मुझे ध्यान से करना है. I'm not going to do mistake in this question. I'll do it perfect. So this message is, if you just pass on to your mind and it goes to some question's mind, it will help you in focusing on the exam and you do less calculation mistakes. Right? So remember, easy exam, no very strong concentration so that you don't do no mistakes, and then don't waste time on any other questions. Exam is difficult, cool, calm, don't get panic if you're not able to solve. You'll definitely find questions which you'll be able to solve in exam. Yeah? And again, I wish you best of luck for the exam, and remember that positive attitude, everything. And if you see in sports, like team is down 2-0 or 3-0, and then suddenly they end up winning the game. So anything can do, anything can happen, everything in such life is very mysterious, is changing, and you never know what can happen right now, a moment later, anything can happen. So just be positive, hook up, don't think negative. The moment more you're positive, you perform. Again, best of luck to all of you, and we pray for you, and just go and crack the exam. Thank you. Bye bye.